Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. Doing this wonderful morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into these picks, let me get into my positive word. And my word for this fine morning is exercise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked a lot about how to be a better person, how to improve your mind, how to be a better person overall, to travel, to be all about your family. Now, the one thing that we all need to do more is exercise. Someone asked me, like, why is it that a child typically is in better shape than an adult? When you were a kid, you rode bikes, you played basketball, tennis, swimming, whatever you did, you was active. Adults typically go to work, sit down at work, come home, sit down. You have no activity level. That's why you're gaining weight. You don't have to gain weight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually in better shape now than I was when I was 19 because I exercise. You know, I'm in New York constantly, so I'm always walking around. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to live a healthy life, not only must you have a great diet, you must do strength training, you must have some cardio in your training, and you have to improve your mind, which means you have to read more. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to stretch. So, ladies and gentlemen, exercise. All right, I'm gonna leave it there with exercise. All right, guys, so before I get into these picks, let me introduce myself, guys. I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man, and guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so my streak of 100 straight points on FanDuel has increased, but my streak of winning my head-to-heads came to an end after 5 days. If anyone knows about DFS, there's good and there's bad with DFS. Yesterday was the bad, but you win some, you lose some. But hey, 5-1 is not bad. So I don't like to just say the good. I also say the bad. I'm very transparent. All right, so let's start a new streak today. All right, guys, so I had a very, very good question that came into me. And someone said, should you play every contest each day in MLB? Like, should you play the earlier contest, the main contest, and then the late slate? I say absolutely not. The DFS, people who are smart at DFS, see, novice DFS people and people who have a gambling problem, they just play every slate. You're going to lose that way because your odds of losing goes up. You need to look at all three slates and see the one that you see the most value, and you only play that one, and then the other ones you just play a free contest, just for fun, just to see how you would have done, or just don't play it at all. But me, I typically will create lines for all of the different slates, but I only will play one. So I hope I answered that question, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's get right into it. So at pitcher, I'm giving you Tehran. If anybody has followed the Atlanta Braves, Tehran is not as good on the road as he is at home, and he's a lefty. He's going to begin Chicago. Now, Chicago has a lot of power, but they have a lot of lefty bats. Rizzo doesn't do well. Schwarber doesn't do well against left-handed pitching. He will have to worry about Bryant and Baez, but I think he's gonna hold both of them to maybe some singles or doubles. But it's baseball. You know, one swing of the bat, you can hit a home run. But I believe Tehran is going to be one of the best values on the slate, and don't be shocked if he gets over 20 points. All right, so that's first. Next, I'm giving you Max Muncy. Now, Max Muncy is one of my favorite hitters. He has an amazing amount of power, and he's one guy where I don't look at the lefty versus lefty or lefty versus righty matchup. I know most DFS players say, if it's a right-handed pitcher, I'm just going to play a bunch of lefty bats. That doesn't work all the time. Muncy actually hits lefties well. He's actually a pretty good hitter on both sides of the plate, and at home, he seems to hit better at home. So Muncy will be my first bat. Next, I'm giving you Frazier. Now, Frazier is a guy where he'll be quiet. Like, he'll have like 2 or 3 games where he's quiet. Then he'll explode for a 2-home-run game. And in this matchup, he's going up against Mike Colas. Now, the thing with baseball, if anybody knows anything about baseball, the first time through the order is when pitchers have the most problems. And it gets worse on the third time. Like, the first time through the order is when, if you look at baseball, just in my experience when I've been watching baseball, Guys blast pitchers in that first inning. If the pitcher gets out of the first inning, he typically goes to second and third with no issues. But then the third time through the order, when his arm starts to tire a little, that's when he gets blasted. That's when I believe Frazier is going to capitalize. And last but not least, the boomstick player of the night is none other than Joey Galloway. Now, Joey Galloway is going to be a GPP play only, guys. Don't play him in cash games. But I like to target the top pitchers because top pitchers, they still give up 2 ERAs. So that means someone is going to hit it out of the park or someone's going to make a hit. If you look yesterday with Scherzer, Harper went out of the park and so did Franco. And I don't think Cole is no way near as good as Scherzer. I think he has a chance to get rocked in this game, to tell you the truth, because Texas actually hits the ball well. So I'm giving you Gallo, guys, and that's my boomstick play of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm also still doing my season deal until Friday for 200. And I know that in DFS that you can have 5 straight days and you're celebrated. 1 straight day, you're vilified. But I will start a new streak today. And thank you for all the positive words, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you get out there and only play 1 contest, guys. All right, so that's it, guys. I am on to today. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And, ladies and gentlemen, what's more important than DFS is your health. So make sure you exercise. Love you guys.